Now you have officially dipped your toe in the political waters of the Gambia, with 2021 being right around the corner. It is safe to say that the country is definitely not short on opposition political parties. Can you tell Gambians why you think you are the ideal candidate?
As I said in my remarks during the meeting with the IEC, we are all witness to the fact that there is increasing disharmony, polarization in our society. Gambia is not known for that. Gambia is, as I said, a country that is really known for its peace and stability. And we pride ourselves in that. So this is a party that is really taking into account the environment that we are living in at the moment, and see the need to really unite all Gambians. And I want to emphasize the word all Gambians, irrespective of where you belong to in terms of the political ideologies. So, I mean, if you look at the name of the party is National Unity Party. We think that, with unity, there is no problem that we will be facing as a nation that we cannot address. So, and I think there is a need to really come up with a party like NUP and promote unity among Gambians, and also give the space to the electorate to look at all the parties around. It's democracy, and the people have the power. They will decide who they can entrust the management of the affairs of this nation on their behalf. So, I mean, it's like enriching the political space to give the people more choice. So I have no objection to, having multiple parties surfacing. If you look at our neighbor, how many parties do they have? 300. We will say perhaps their population is far more than ours. But even if you do some kind of ratio, you'll find out that, I mean, with their population and the number of parties that they have, we are yet to get to that ratio. I mean, we can say that, to reach the level of the diversity in the politics of Senegal, we need to have something like about 20 parties.
I've also looked at your party logo, which is very important because it tells what exactly a party stands for. So why the tractor and the three stalks?
That's a very good question. I mean, as a country, we cannot rely on outsiders to come and feed us. Basic things that we are blessed with the atmosphere, the environment for us to be able to produce. There is no reason why you should be importing some of these things that we do import and spend a lot of foreign exchange on. So tractor is quite critical. We want to make sure that we give agriculture the emphasis that it deserves, not just lip service. Agriculture is the backbone of the economy, and yet you do very little. You look at the budget. How much of the percentage of the budget goes to agriculture? We made our commitments as a nation. If you look at the Maputo Declaration, I mean, we as African countries have committed ourselves to allocate at least 10% of our budget to agriculture to combat this issue of food security or food insecurity in the continent, and then to make sure that our people are able to take care of other things. I mean, an empty stomach cannot stand. So agriculture is key in our own setting, and then at the same time we don't also want to say yes, agriculture is important, 10% of it. But we also have to know how we address the issue of agriculture. What we have at the moment is relying too much on nature, the rainfall. And then that's it. When we are blessed as a nation, we have underground water resources. We have a river that is, very, very, very fresh. Almost half of the river is fresh water. In the upper parts of the country, I mean, that can be the basket of the food basket of the Gambia. We have fresh water. We can tap those water resources to increase the acreage on the irrigation, to be able to really attain the level of food production that we desire. Not only perhaps for our local consumption, we are looking at even the export market to earn foreign exchange, from this particular important sector.
So it's clear that agriculture is one of the key priorities that the National Unity Party will be focusing on. What other key areas of development will your party prioritize?
We are going to be guided by, as I said, we are going to work with people. Already we have had a lot of cries of the people. So it is important that as a party that is established to work for the betterment, for the interest of the people, you listen to the people and you know what the people want and, provide those requirements to the people. I know food is very critical. I have already spoken about that. But people also want development. They want to have electricity 24 hours. They also want to have clean water. Those are basic requirements. But we know even in the urban areas as well as in the rural areas, we have those kinds of challenges. So we are going to really, as I said, focus on the needs of the people. We've had, of course, it is a concern that has been echoing in our media, the problem of the fisheries sector. We've seen the incredible thing of, the type of fishing in our waters, and now we have seen also that these fishing trawlers or foreign fishing companies are now not satisfied with what they are catching out there. They are coming into our bolongos, in our river. That is very dangerous. Our government and NUP government will not allow foreigners or foreign fishing companies to fish in our bolongos. That we will leave exclusively for artisanal Gambian fishermen. So that is our policy when it comes to the fisheries sector.
And finally, before I let you go, Mr. Jammeh, I don't mean to put you on the spot, but this fisheries ministry has been, in fact, on the radar the past days following allegations of corruption. If you were in government, what would be your position regarding this scandal?
We will take swift action. In my statement at the handing over ceremony of our certificate, I emphasize the battle that we will wage on corruption. And we are not going to, allow the situation, the status quo to continue, where the small fish, you still maybe $1,000 is here in mile 2. Somebody with hundreds of millions go scot-free. We are going to make sure that anybody found liable, even if you are rich, you are able to pay all your fines, but you will still have a mandatory jail sentence. This is a deterrent. You can pay your fines, but you will go to jail. This is where progressive countries around the world do. They don't joke with corruption. Corruption is a cancer that kills any nation. So we are going to be very aggressive with that. Our NUP government, what has happened, in fact, perhaps it will not have happened because we would have taken mitigative action to make sure that, those kind of corruption doesn't, because as I said, we are going to make sure that we take care of our fisheries sector and review all these agreements so that we can also get our own Gambians involved. I mean, you're getting foreigners to come and fish, and then they will export their fish out there. What of the Gambian? I mean, there are so many youths here who are sitting around wanting to be engaged in our economy. I mean, I don't subscribe to the fact that Gambian youths are lazy. Create the environment, maybe sensitize them also to see the advantages of really getting involved in the economic activities here. It could be fisheries, it could be other sectors, even trade. We've seen people coming here with little baskets of commodities, and then they are now big businessmen. So, I mean, sensitization is also going to be the key to make sure that our youths, are really given the opportunity to participate in the economic transformation of this country. And, for the youths, it's really sad what we are experiencing, what we have been experiencing, this backway, syndrome, people losing their lives is sad. When, we consider, our countries in Africa as rich. But we cannot really, we have to take ownership. We cannot allow others to come in here and take advantage of our resources and be our servants, our masters, and we be servants to them. So we are going to really have a conscious policy to make sure that we empower our own nationals, especially the youths and the women, to participate actively in the economic transformation of this country.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.